data set options. We discussed about data set options. Today we'll go and discuss something about reports, guys. We'll go and discuss something about reports. We'll go and discuss something about reports. Let's start it. So let me log into Power BI service app.powerbi.com and user 32. Fine. So go to the workspace. We created one workspace for us, project workspace, project 7 a.m. Jan 2021 workspace. So yesterday, in last two classes, we are trying to understand subfolders in the project workspace. As part of this, we understand data flows and data sets. We understand both the subfolders. The next subfolder is content, guys. Content. Let's talk about the content subfolder. In the content, we'll store workbooks, we'll store reports, we'll store dashboards. So we know how we'll create the reports, how we'll bring these reports here. In the content folder, how the reports will come, we know about it, right? The reports will come on data set, we'll create the reports, and that reports will publish, that reports will come here. So we know about it, and there are some options related to report. When I go to here, you are seeing some options, report related options, right? So we call it as report options or report actions, report level actions or report level options. So today I will discuss about report options or actions, report actions, report level actions. Fine. In the report level actions, the first one you are seeing is sharing the report. Sharing the report. About share, we have a separate concept. 1 hour of time, we'll talk about sharing. At that time, I'll discuss about that share. So for now, whenever we need to share the report at a high level, just understand, whenever I need to share the report, I need to use this option. And in this window, what are the different options we have? We'll discuss in a detailed way in 1 or 2 classes. So what is this access? What is this share? What you can find in access? What you can find in share? We will discuss about this in next class, right? For now, keep it on hold. Make us favorite. Add to favorite. So when you share the report with the clients, client want to see that report in shared with me. When they go to shared with me, they will find a lot of reports here. When you think that you have a lot of reports here, so seeing that reports in the shared with me will take time. In the shared with me, you'll see a lot of reports are shared with you. Lot of reports are shared with you. So instead of searching the report here in a bigger list, instead of searching this report here in a bigger list, you can send that report to the favorites folder. So so any of the report, if you want to make it favorite, take an example. So I have a report here, customer profitability sample. I want to make it favorite. I can click on add to favorite. It will go to which folder? Favorites folder. Whenever you want, project 7 a.m. Whenever you want to make any report, favorite report. Take an example. Instead of going and searching for a report in the bigger list, I want to see it in my favorites folder. If you want to move this report to the favorites folder, just go and click on this favorite. So from now you can see that report in the favorites folder. Sales analysis report, report 1. Fine guys, if you want to move any reports to the, if you have any favorite reports, if you want to bring it here, you can bring it. If you want to make it remove from the favorite, you can remove it. And you click on it, it will remove from the favorite. It will remove from the favorite.
The
And
report
next
and the
one
favorite can come from any workspace.
Any workspace. You can move it from any workspace. Next one is analyze in Excel, guys. Analyze in Excel. Analyze in Excel is same option again. So in data set level, you'll see analyze in Excel, right? So at the report level also, you'll see analyze in Excel. So in the report level, when you click on analyze in Excel, what it will do is it will go to the underlying data set. This report was developed on top of data set. On top of the data set, it will create the reports. So no guys, when you click on this analyze in Excel, so at report level also you are seeing analyze in Excel. When you click on it, under this report you will have one data set. There is no doubt in it. So it will establish a connection to the data set in the Excel. It will establish a connection to the data set in the Excel. So when you see, when I click on analyze in Excel, so under this report you will have one data set, right? To the data set, it will establish the connection. Look at this, it is establishing the connection to the data set. When you open it, you can see the connection to the data set. Even when you click on under report, in report, even when you click on, it will establish the connection to your data set only. It will establish the connection to your data set only. Okay. So even at the report level or data set level, both options are same. So when you go and click on analyze, click on analyze in Excel. So this report underlying data set will establish a connection in the Excel so that you can analyze the data in the Excel. Then if you want to delete the report, you can delete the report. Sometimes you will create a report which we don't need it. When you want to delete any report, you can go and delete the report. What happens to the data set? So take an example. I have a data set here, data set 1. I have a report here, report 1, report 2. And I have a dashboard, dashboard 1. In the dashboard, I kept few visuals from this, few more visuals from this, few visuals from this, and few more visuals from this. In this dashboard, I kept 5 visuals from report 1, 5 more visuals from report 2, 5 more visuals from report 2. Now when I delete this report, what happens to this data set? Nothing will happen to the data set. When you delete the report, nothing will happen to the data set. When you delete the report, in the dashboard, 5 visuals which you kept from this report will be deleted. Dashboard also will be there, only the visuals from this report will be deleted. If you want to delete any report, you can simply delete it. I can go to the report, I can simply delete it, right? So I want to remove this report, Power BI service report. Go here, you will find an option called delete. When I click on delete, the report will be deleted. Report will be deleted. So then quick insights. Quick insights, same option guys. At the data set level also you see quick insights. And even in the report level also you are seeing quick insights. So when I click on quick insights, what it will do is, this report was developed on top of one data set, right? It will go to the data set. On top of the data set, it will create the visuals. On which report you are clicking on quick insights, that report related data set, it will go. On the data set, it will create the visuals. On the data set, it will create the visuals. Save a copy. If you want to make a copy of the report, you can make a copy of the report. I want to make a copy of this report. I can make a copy of it. Save a copy. Save a copy. I can make a copy of this report, guys. So save a copy. So when I click on save a copy, I can save this to the same workspace. See, I have a report with 2 pages here. I want to share that report with few users, few clients I want to share. So for few more clients, along with the 2 pages, I want to add one more page, 3rd page, and I want to share with few more clients. Few clients want only 2 pages. I already developed the report. I shared with few clients. Few other clients want these 2 pages along with some additional visuals. Few more clients. So instead of creating these 2 pages again, you can make a copy of that report. You can add the 3rd page and you can share with few more clients. How can you make a copy of that report? Just go here, make a copy, save a copy. So when you click on save a copy, you can save the copy to the same workspace, or you can even make a copy to the other workspace. The clients will ask you, so can we copy the report from one workspace to another workspace? Is it possible to copy the report from one workspace to another workspace? Yes, it is possible. Save a copy. When I click on save a copy, it will even copy the a report from one workspace to another workspace. Then what happens to the data set? Report was developed on top of data set, right? Fine. You can copy. I'm in this workspace. I can copy this report to ABC workspace. Okay. You copied it. This report will go to ABC workspace, and this report was developed on top of one data set, right? What happens to this data set? Will this data set also go here? No. This data set will go as a shared data set. We have a concept called shared data set, right? So we can share the data set across multiple users. This data set will be shared with all the users in the ABC. It's a shared data set to this workspace. When you copy the report, data set will not physically move. Report will physically move. Data set will be there, and it will be the shared data set to this workspace. It will be the shared data set to this workspace. Settings. When I click on settings, you will find a lot of settings here. You can rename, you can write description to the reports. Tomorrow when I have any questions about this report, you can contact the people. So about this settings, I have a separate video. Whatever the settings you are seeing here, we call them as report level settings. So mostly we'll go with default settings. For some reasons, if you want to change the default settings, whatever the settings you are seeing, if you want to change any default settings, how to change it, what each setting is, it will be explained in a video. You'll get one video today. That video is a report level settings video. Report level settings video. Report level settings. That video will explain. See, most of the cases we will go with default settings only. So sometimes we might need to change also. And what is each setting and what it will do when we need to change, we discussed in this video. Please go through it about these settings. In the report level, when I click on settings, it will open a window. There are a lot of options. You'll get a video which will explain about all the options. Then view usage metrics. What is this view usage metrics is? View usage metrics. So this report, once we develop, we will share with hundreds of users. Once we develop the reports, what we'll do? We'll share with hundreds of clients. And once we share with hundreds of clients, I want to understand how many people are viewing my report. How many people are viewing my report, and how many people are viewing in the websites, how many people are viewing in mobile. So if you want to see usage metrics, how many people are using it, if you have an internet connection, you can see how much usage you have made. So you'll have a monthly plan and you can see how much usage you made. Same way, this report, when we share, how many people are viewing this report, I can see under view usage metrics. When I go to view usage metrics, it will create one report. Total views is 12. Total views, how many times that report was viewed? 12 times. How many viewers? 2 viewers. What are the 2 viewers? What are the 2 viewers? 2 viewers. User 32 and user 33. User 32 and user 33. User 32 and user 33. User 32, how many times he viewed? 8 times. 33, how many times he viewed? 4 times. Each day, views per day, unique viewers per day. On Feb 1st, both 2 viewers, both user 32 and 33 seen this. So like this distribution, sharing workspace, we'll discuss it. So platform, in mobile, how many viewers are viewing this report? No one is viewing in mobile. In website, how many viewers are viewing it? In website, 2 viewers are viewing it. Like this, if you want to see any usage metrics of any report or dashboard, you can see it, guys. And view lineage. So it will help you to the give the dependent objects. This, when I click on view lineage, this report was developed on top of which data set it will show. There is a report, right? This report was developed on top of which data set? So dependent objects it will show. If this report is used in any dashboards, even it will show that dashboard also. If this report is used in any dashboard, it will even show that dashboard also. Fine. These are the different options you have at a report level. Any questions about these options? Fine. When we open some report here, you will see some more option. So let me talk about that some more options. When you open this report, you will see some more options. File menu, save a copy. You've seen some save a copy option there, right? You can even find that same option here. Download the PBX file. I developed this report in Power BI Desktop, sales analysis report. And at the time of developing, I want only report like this. Later on, my client asked me to make some changes. In this report, my client asking to change the text color from black to light blue color. So that means I want to make changes to my report. When I want to make some changes to my report, how can I change it? I want to make some changes to my report. So one way to make the changes is, if you have that report available in your local machine, you can open it, you can change it, you can republish it. Unfortunately, this report is not available somewhere here. I don't save it. So then what I can do? Directly in Power BI service, you can edit it. There is an option where you can make the changes in Power BI service. When I click on edit, I can go and make the changes to this report in Power BI service itself. In the Power BI service itself, so here I can change the color. I can make some changes here itself. I can resave it. So I don't want to make the changes in Power BI service. I want to make the changes to this report in Power BI Desktop. For that, what I need to do is, you can go to the file menu, click on download the PBX file. When I click on download the PBX file, a report will open. You can open download. You can open in desktop. You can open in desktop. Once you open in desktop, you can modify the changes in the desktop, and you can republish it. You can modify the changes in the desktop, and we can republish it. Select this, go here, data label, change the color. Once we modify it, we can save it. We can republish it. Click on publish, publish it to project workspace. Project 7 AM Jan 2021 workspace. So it is asking already there is a report with the same name, replace. Click on replace. When I click on replace, now you'll find a report here. You'll find a report here with changes. Like this, whenever you need to do, download a copy of the report, and if you want to modify it in the Power BI Desktop, you can click on download the PBX file. Download the PBX file. Same way, print this page. If you want to print the report page, if you want a hard copy, a print of this report, you can print it. If you want, open the settings window. I showed you some settings, right? Changing the name. I said that I'll share one video, right? That video will explain. Same settings here and there. And export. If you want to export this report to PowerPoint presentation, PDF, or analyze in Excel, 3 options. Analyze in Excel, we already know about it. So if you want to export this report to PowerPoint presentation, export. Or if you want to export this report to PDF, export. So if you want to get a PDF copy of this report, or if you want to get a PPT of this report, you can go to export. You can use these 2 options. Analyze in Excel, we already know about it. Analyze in Excel, we already know about it. Next one is sharing the report. So this, you are seeing direct sharing, right? When I click on report, this is direct sharing. I said that I'll explain about this direct sharing. You are seeing direct sharing, right? About the share, I'll explain. And there is some more options how you can share the report. Sometimes people will ask us to keep the report link in the SharePoint. From there, they can access it. If you want to integrate this report in the SharePoint online, you can go with embedded report, click on SharePoint online. When I click on SharePoint online, it will give you a link. You can paste this link, use the below link to securely embed this report in the SharePoint page. You can embed this in the SharePoint page. Look at this, we got a PDF of this report. We got a PDF of this report, page 1, page 2, PDF copy. And you got a PPT presentation also. So it created one title page, and then first page, and then second page, right? So like this, you don't want to create a PPT presentation separately. You can directly export it, you'll get it. Fine. So next thing is here. So if you want to embed this in website, so sometimes people, they don't want to come to Power BI service to see this report. They don't want to come to Power BI service to see this report. They want to directly go to their company's website. In their company's website, they want to see this report. If you want to integrate this report in the company's website, how can you integrate it? Just go here, embed code, websites or portal. You need to go with, it will create an embedded code. That embedded code, you can keep it in your company's websites or company's portals. So when I click on embedded, it will give, here is the link. You can use, what is the question, Siddharth? I don't get the question. Repeat it. If I share embedded, is there any possibility to modifications? Where you want to modify? Where you want to modify? Modifications, okay. Where you want to modify? Where? Who want to modify? Where you want to modify? Clients want to modify the report or developers want to modify the report? Yes, developers can modify it, right? What is the problem? They can modify it. So here is the link. You can embed this content. So you can copy this HTML code. You can keep it in your company's website. You can keep this link. You can keep, you can embed it in your company website. So HTML code, you can give this HTML code to your web developers. Web developers will paste this code in their websites so that this report can be seen there. So once we generated any code here, once we generated any embedded code here, once we generate any embedded code here, so even tomorrow when you modify the report, that changes they can see. The changes they can see. They can see. So another option is publish to web. So in interviews they might ask, is there any possibility where we can, is there any possibility where we can, is there any possibility where we can share our report for free of cost? They'll ask you, is there any possibility where we can share our report for free of cost? So if you want to go with the share option, see first option is the share is there, right? If you want to go with this option, client need to have the Power BI service access. If client have the Power BI service access, then only we can share it. Power BI service access, then only we can share it. Otherwise, client cannot see the report. So when I want to give an email ID here, first of all, the client need to have a Power BI service access. Then only we can give it. So they need a license here. They need to pay the money. Clients need to pay the money. Right. The same way, when you go with second option also, when you embed it in the SharePoint or websites, when they log in, it will ask username and password. In the websites or SharePoint, when they try to open, it will ask username and password. So again, when they want to get username and password to Power BI service, they want to pay the money to Microsoft. So all these options, this option and even these two options need to pay the money. So we need to have a license to see the report. So there is an option where if you don't even have the access, you can see the report. Publish to web is an option where your clients can see the report without permissions. So not without permissions, without access. I don't even have a Power BI service access. So I want to see the report. Developer one report. You want to share that report. There is a company which contains 1 lakh employees. I developed one report. I want to share that report with my 1 lakh employees. When I want to share that report with my 1 lakh employees, how can I share it? So I don't want to go and buy 1 lakh licenses here. Just when you go with publish to web, you can share it. So then why people are paying the money? When you have an option where you can share with free of cost, it will generate a link. Link you can send in email. You can copy the link. Whoever is having the link, they can see the report, guys. Whoever is having that link, they can see the report. Look at this. I just pasted the link. I'm able to see page 1. I'm able to see page 2. So then why we are paying the money to Microsoft then? So when you go with this option, so even anybody who have this link, they can see your code. Anybody who have this HTML code, they can see your code. Only when you need to go with this option is only when your data is not sensitive. So when data is sensitive, it is not recommended to go public. It's a public feature, guys. So even other people, when you generate the codes, even other people in your other people who have access to that link, they can see it. So it is publicly available. When you have sensitive data, going with this option is a not right option. So when you have a public data, then you can go with this option. When you go with this option, you don't want to pay single rupee to Microsoft. You can share your analysis with users for free of cost. So there are sometimes election results. There are sometimes COVID reports. They are public data where I want to integrate in my company websites. You can go with this option where you can integrate where lakhs of people can see it for free of cost, right? And generate QR code. For this report, you can generate one QR code. That QR code you can share with your clients. When I click on generate QR code, it will generate one QR code. You can share this QR code with your colleagues. So they can install a Power BI mobile app. They can scan this QR code. When they scan this QR code, they can open the report directly. Instead of going to the report, instead of clicking on the link, they can just scan this QR code. The report will open automatically. This report will open. If you want to generate a QR code for the report, if you want to share the QR code, you can go and generate the QR code, right? Is there any option to download multiple reports in one go? There is no option to download multiple reports in one go. You need to go with individual report only. The next one is chat in Teams. Chat in Teams and comments. So chat in Teams, comments, subscribe. About these three options, I already discussed in the dashboard 2 video. When you go to the dashboard, you will see the 3 options here. Chat in Teams, comments, and subscribe. Yes, even when you want to see in the mobile phone, we need to have a license. First of all, when you install a Power BI mobile app, you need to log in. So when you install a Power BI mobile app, you need to give the username and password to open it up. Once you open it, once you have the license, you can log in. So if you want to scan the QR code, you need to have the license. Only in all these sharing options, not this, let me go here. In the report, in all the sharing options, end user need to have the license. When you share it using this, end user need to have the license. When you share through SharePoint or websites or portal, there also they need to log in. When you generate a QR code in the mobile also they need to log in. They need to have the access. Only this option they don't need any login. When they have the link, they can see it directly without login. Remaining all the places they need to have the access. Remaining all the places they need to have the access. So I explain about these options: chat in Teams, comments, subscribe. In the dashboard second class, go through it. Same options: chat in Teams, comments, subscribe. You can even find in report level also. When you go to the report level, when you open it, the same options you can find: chat in Teams, comments, subscribe. And if you want to edit the report in the cloud, so you can edit it. You can edit it. So then see related content. See related content. So see related content. When I click on this, it will show related content. This report was developed on top of this data set. Was this report used in any dashboards? No, it is not used in any dashboards. You can see the related content here. Related content here. And open lineage view. We know about open lineage view, right? Open lineage view. What is this? It will show related content in a graphical format. It will show related content in a graphical format, guys. When I click on open lineage view, sorry, usage metrics, I'm not clicking on this. Just open this report. When I go here, next one is open lineage view. When I click on open lineage view, it will show related content in the graphical format. This report is developed on top of which data set? We already seen it. And the next option you will see is usage metrics. We already discussed about open usage metrics. So pin to a dashboard. Pin to a dashboard. How can we pin to this dashboard? So if you want to pin the complete live page to the dashboard, when we are creating the visuals, when we are creating the dashboard, we'll pin individual visuals, or sometimes if you want to pin the complete page to the dashboard, you can even pin it. Pin to a dashboard is an option where we can pin the complete live page to the dashboard. Complete live page to the dashboard. So these are the options you have at report level. Once you open the report, these are the options you have. Yes, tell me. Anybody have any questions?
Hello, Sunil.
Yes.
Yeah, Pinto dashboard means we can interact with other visuals also, no, with visual interactions.
Yes.
Hmm.
Any other questions? Just give me 1 second. So this is the QR code which we generated here. So open your mobile app. In the bottom, you'll see home, favorites, apps, workspaces, more. When you go to the more, there is an option called scanner, last option. When you go to the scanner, yes, it want to open, it want to use your camera. It will use your camera and it will scan that. Once you scan it, it will show the report, guys. It will show the report automatically. Just scan it. Fine. So these are the different options we have at a report level. These are the different options we have at a report level. And we already discussed about dashboards, how to create a dashboard, what are the different dashboard options we have. When you open the dashboard, what options you have here, all that I already explained. The next one is workbook, Excel workbook. You can even bring the Excel files, Excel data. See, my client provided some Excel data. I want to see that data every time I need to go to my local machine, I need to open, I need to see it. Instead of that, if I want to see that Excel data in the cloud, so in the Excel online like this, if you want to see that Excel data in the cloud, if I want to bring my Excel file to the cloud, if I want to see it in the cloud, how can I bring it? How can I see it in my cloud? So if you want to bring the Excel file, what you have into the cloud, if you want to see it in the cloud, so you can bring it. Click on get data. When I click on get data, there will be an option called files. You need to click on files. So Excel is a file. Excel, we call it as workbooks. So you need to click on get. When I click on get, it will ask you whether that Excel is there in OneDrive or SharePoint or your local machine. The Excel is there in my local machine. Browse where that Excel file is located. The Excel file is located in Power View. So this is the Excel file which I want to bring it. When I select the Excel file, when I click on open, it will give two options. One is import, another one is upload. When you click on import, Excel file will go to the dataset folder. Excel file will go to where? Dataset folder. When Excel file go to the dataset folder, what you can do? When Excel file goes to the dataset folder, you can create reports.
Visuals.
You can create reports on top of it. You can create reports. The reports will contain visuals. On top of reports, we can create dashboards. When it goes to this, when I click on upload, it will go to the content folder. It will go to the content folder. When it goes to the content folder, what we can see? We can see the data in the Excel in cloud, Excel online. So on top of that Excel, if you want to create the reports, click on import. It will go to the dataset folder and you can create reports, dashboards. If you want to see that Excel data in the online, click on upload. It will come to the content folder, import. When I click on import, it will come to where? As a data set. Look at this. It came as a data set. When it came as a data set, what I can do? I can create a report. The second option is click on get data, files, local files, this Excel, click on open. This time I'll go with upload. When I click on upload, where it will go? When I click on upload, this financial sample will go to content folder. When I click on open, Excel online, you can see that Excel data in the cloud. What kind of columns you have? Under each column, what kind of data we have? We can view the Excel data in the cloud. That's it, Excel online. So most of the cases in the projects, you don't even find these Excels. You don't find. For some reasons, if you want to bring some Excel, if you want to see it in the cloud, you can go with upload option. You can go with upload option. In the same way, In the all folder, you can find all the content. So in the data flows and data set, you will see only data flows and data sets. In the content folder, you can see workbooks, reports, dashboards. In all folder, you can find all of them. Starting from data set, you can even find data flows and data sets, and then reports, and then dashboards, and then workbooks. Everything you can find in the all folder. And once you create a data flow, so how can you access the data flow? There is some login issue. I said that there is some login issue, right? Yes, sir. So there is some login issue for me, but still you can access the data set. So with what option you can access the data set is, I created one data set here. So this data set contains some options. This data set contains a table called product data table. I want to use this product data table, this data set table in my data set. While preparing the data set, I need to use it. I can go to get data. So when I go to Power BI data flows, there is some login issue. Yes, it's a known issue. So for now, what I can do is when I click on more, I will find one more option there, or Power Platforms or something. There is one more option, Power Platform data flows. You can click on this, click on connect. When I click on connect, it will show the data flow which we created. So it is there in the workspaces, and I click on expand the workspace. You are seeing 7 a.m. project 7 a.m. Jan 2021. This is the workspace where I created the data flow. Look at this. This is the project 7 a.m. workspace. In this workspace, what is the data flow name? Product data flow 7 a.m. Feb 2021. So when I go here, the data flow will show. When I expand this, the data flow will show. And when I expand that, you will see the tables in the data flow. You can select the table, you can click on load, So you bought one table from data flow. You can even bring other tables from other data sources. So this product table is a table which I want to reuse it in many data sets. I did a lot of ETL work here. This ETL code, this product table ETL code, I want to use in sales data set. I want to use it in marketing data set. I want to use it in inventory data set. In all the data sets, I want to use it. Instead of creating the ETL code while preparing the sales data set separately, marketing data set separately, inventory data set separately, I'm using the data flow code while preparing this data set. I'm preparing a sales data set. I'm using a product table. Already there are some ETL steps performed. I'm using the table. The remaining tables, I can bring it from my data sources. Right? It is not mandatory, guys. In some project architectures, you will have data sources, then directly data sets, then directly reports, then dashboards. In some project architectures, first data sources will be there. And using the data sources, we'll create data flows. And using the data flows, we'll create data sets. Using the data sets, we'll create reports. Using the reports, we'll create dashboards. Might be this flow also will have it. So majority of the projects you will see this architecture only. In some projects, before data sets and data sources, you will get data flows also. So to the data set, you can take the tables from data flows, or you can even take the tables directly from data sources. In one data set, while preparing one data set, I can take few tables from data flows. I can even take few tables from data sources also. This is all about the project subfolders, guys. In any workspace, these are the multiple subfolders you'll have. You'll get one video. That video will explain report level settings. Go and try to understand that settings. So far, what are the topics we are done with Power BI services? So first we start with first topic, how to create an account, how to log on, difference between my workspace and project workspace, how to add a data set to the project workspace, how to create the reports, how to create the dashboards, and how to refresh the data set. And then we understand about the workspace subfolders. In the next class, I'll talk about team collaboration. In coming class, we'll talk about sharing the content. So next topic is team collaboration. Next topic is sharing the content. So we'll talk about these two topics in the next class. Fine, slowly we'll discuss one by one. I'll stop here. I'll share a video with you now. Go through that video right now. Where is this? I don't written any notes today. We don't even written any notes. I don't want to publish anything here. Before we stop, anybody have any questions? Fine. Thank you. I'll share that video. Please go through it.